Hello everyone, thank you for clicking this video anyway. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So anyway, this is our second content in this account. Before we get into the material that I called as my simple English content, I would like to tell you that before studying about or learning about English, you have to know what is your target. Whether it's going to go abroad for working or for studying. Because I know that sometimes we need some kind of booster to do something, right? So, the final booster is for Allah, but in dunya, you have to have your own target too. So for me, for my personal opinion, we have to have a big target, a high target to learn something, not only about English but also something else. So for me, because I would like to pursue my degree, so then I have to know about English further, or even maybe I'm still learning the IELTS also. So yeah, I do really need the highest target in my life so that I won't stop to learn again, not only English but also another language or another knowledge or another science. So it should be you too to have your own target on your goals for working, even for your children, for your environment, for your family. You have had your own target for that. So the first is the target itself. A lot of people say that you're just working, so then you just need to learn English for passing the interview or whatsoever. But for me, never stop learning. Being lifelong learners is a must. You have to not stop even when you're working. You still need to progress your English, because nowadays English is simple things that we have to master actually. So it's not a wow anymore to then knowing the English. Especially to speak. That's the first thing. And the second thing, you get to know. Based on your goals, you get to know what actually you would like to master in English, whether it's going to be speaking or writing or listening or whatsoever. Because when I try to prepare for my degree, to pursue my degree, I know that I really need to learn about TOEFL and IELTS, so then I focus on the writing. And now I realize that being an active speaker in English is also a must, or maybe not a must. It's a necessary for nowadays, for everything. Even for just your own self, is going to be so much necessary. So then you have to get the target too. When you like to master the English based on your goals, it's going to be easier to then knowing the target, knowing your target and your goals, your aims. It's so much important for boosting yourself, for being long life learner itself in English. So then when you know your target is to go for working, so then it is a time to you to then divide it into two things, whether you would like to master the speaking or the writing. Maybe in my content it will be more than just the writing, but booster you to speak, inshallah, willing. So yeah, if you like to more proficient to learn English, especially for speaking, means you have to get a lot of kind of practice, especially when you would like to practice with yourself, called self-talking. So it's a must. It's helped me a lot. Maybe in the next video I would like to tell you my tips how to learn about speaking and also writing itself. Really, I need to say this, that I'm not the master of English. I haven't mastered English so well, so fluently. But I just would like to share the simple tips that I really did in myself, in my life. So yeah, just take it easy. And it's a feel free if you would like to criticize and giving a comments and whatsoever. And the third is I would like to share you my experience, maybe how to learn English, because several people ask me about how could I know how to speak in simple English, daily use expression or whatsoever in English. Even I'm not a graduated from English major, so it's going to be weird for them. I think I just realized that I do really love English since I was in 6th grade of elementary school, when I realized that actually I can memorize several vocabularies easily. And I realized, oh, maybe I love English at that time. But after that, in uni or high school, then my brother registered me to follow one course. It's in Tanah Merah and facing a lot of kind of new knowledge over there. Kind of, I realized that the teacher is so good. So thanks a lot for that. I just studied there for about 2 months, or even less than 2 months, because I have several problems at that time. I have no friends, the first thing, and also I have financial problems because I haven't working. Of course, I haven't worked at the time. I just, realized that I don't want to ask for my parents, also for my brother. So then I decided to go out from that course. Even actually, I do really love that course. And after that, in senior high school, I got a micro scholarship program. It's from Jakarta. I mean, from American embassy at the time. I got that scholarship for about 2 years. Yeah, for 2 years. I got 2 days in a week to join to the course. It's a good course, I guess. But at that time, I still hesitated to speak up in English. So I just learned about theory at the time. I realized it. And I also get a lot of kind of vocabularies when I was in senior high school in Manbangkala. So yeah, I got the theory also there, and vocabularies, a lot of vocabularies. And sometimes I could practice it with my tutors and also with my friends. Again, I still hesitate to practice the English. So then, yeah, I was not this fluent at that time, of course, because I always thought that when I try to practice my English means that it's going to be arrogant. I'm afraid of someone else's opinion about me or even myself or whatsoever. But now I realize that doing self-study markets is a must. When you would like to learn something, you have to practicing, especially when it comes to language. And also, I cannot deny that I learned English from my great teachers in a school, like Sawahid in Manbangkalan. Thanks a lot for that. So after that, I followed also scholarship program in Paris Kadiri from Mr. Bob's scholarship program. So I got that scholarship to teach also, not only studying, but also teaching English. So sometimes I'm really afraid of, teaching, but I do really want to get the scholarship. So then I just follow that selections, and I was accepted at that time, and I was so much grateful for that. And in Paris, I found a lot of kind of friends that is so much enthusiastic to practice their English. So then I have a courage to speak up in English. So based on that experience, I know that, maybe I did my mini research and mini analysis how to then booster your English or would like to speak up in English. There is 2 ways. The first way is you have to know what you're going to talk about. Like you have to know the Indonesian versions or even the Madurese versions about your senses that you would like to talk. The first is. And the second is you have to, knowing the simplest vocabularies. So before that, you have to memorize it and learn by heart of several vocabularies, daily use vocabularies. And the second is you have to know how to make simple sentences. Maybe just, there is four sentences that I know that really need to be for speaker in English, but you just can focus at the first time as a beginner, you just can focus on one sentence in nominal and verbal sentences. So yeah, that's the second thing. And the fourth thing, you have to speak up, and at the first you can write it down and also can, read it. You can talk the same sentence for 2 times. Not for 2 times, for 20 times in a day. So then you can knowing how to speak, and also before that you imitate how to pronounce it well. Even not perfect at the first time, it's okay. And the second way is you can, directly memorize the whole sentences, daily use sentences, one sentence in a day. You can memorize it. Like maybe for greetings, good morning, how are you, how's life, and then how's everything and whatsoever. Or more complex sentences like, would you like to do something together today? So it's a one sentence. So you can talk about the same sentence for 20 times a day. It's okay to make you then comfortable with the sentence. Yeah, that's the easiest way for me to speak. So, don't worry. People has different kind of process, so it's okay. After this, I would like to share you several kind of tips also about how to listening and what kind of video and what kind of music maybe and content that you can do to boost your English that I did to myself. So just wait for the next video. And also I just like to share lots of kind of how to imitate the accent and also how to have a lot of kind of daily expressions. So yeah, just wait for it. And thanks for watching until this part. So, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I think that's all for this second video. Bye bye.